Good evening, viewers. Welcome to my channel Census 2027 Learning Hub. So, in our previous video, we have discussed about user management and also user management, single user, bulk user, and view users. And after that, we have also discussed our under HLO management. We have discussed about create and view HLVs, right? And we have already discussed that after finalization of estimated population, like estimated population, number of panchayats, and number of HLBs, we need to submit it and then freeze it. After freezing, this button will be activated, HLB mapping button. These all things we have discussed, and I have made many videos on HLB mapping, right? After clicking on the HLB mapping, we will be redirected to a another portals which is called HLBC, house listing block creation web mapping application. So all these things we have already discussed, right? So today we will discuss on, yes, we have also discussed the HLB description, right? In HLB description we need to mention that what all are the HLBs in the east, west, and north and south. These things we have already discussed in our previous video. Today what we will do, today we will discuss about the supervised circle creation, supervised circle allotment, supervised circle revocation, and after that HLB allocation and HLB revocation. These five top menus will be covered in this video, right? So first we'll go to supervised circle creation. So in supervised circle creation, what is the concept of supervised circle? In supervised circles there will be 6 HLVs under one supervised circles, and that supervised circles will be given an supervisor to look after it. So under one supervised circle, 6 HLBs will be there. One HLB will have populations of around 800 to 900, and one supervisor will be allocated to a supervisory circle, right? So for creating one supervisory circle, first we'll go to this button, HLB reallocation. Here you can see there is a source HLBs, means those HLBs which are not yet added to any supervisor circles. These are the unallocated HLBs. So you will see a source unallocated HLBs list, right? These are all the HLBs that are created for this village. So what we will do, we will click 6 HLBs and one after another in a sequential manner, right? 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 6 and 7 8 6. This 6. Now I will there is 001 supervisor circles already created, so we will create another supervisor circle, right? It will be a new supervisor circles and its number will be 002. And after that we need to click on this button, add to destination. Means from unallocated source it will go to this destination, new supervisor circle, right? This is the source and this is the destination. From source, these unallocated HLBs will be moved to the new supervisor circle, right? So when I click on the destination, see this new supervisor circles has been created, right? Again I will click another 6, next 6, and I will put into another supervisor circle. Okay, this 6, and I will put it in another supervisor circle, new, and add to destination. Now you can see 2 records, right? 2 supervisor circles. In each supervisor circles there are 6 HLBs. HLB full form is house listing block. This is the fundamental basic unit, lowest and basic unit of in census hierarchy. Next 6 we will select. And we will create another supervisor circle, and after that we will add to destination. So now we have three supervisor circles, each having 6 HLVs allocated to them, right? Next 6 we will also again select and create another supervisor circle, right? again add to destination, and now we have 4 supervisor circle, each have 6 HLBs, right? Now the next 6, okay, new, add to destination. In this way we need to select all the HLBs and create different supervisor circles. Each supervisor circles will have 6 HLBs in it. Similarly, again next 6. You have got right what I am intended to make you understand, right? So again I will add 6 in this way. Okay, let's say this will be our last. Yes, let's say this many we have created, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 7. So first we create these 7 supervisor circles, right? We'll go to submit all changes button. When we'll click that submit all changes button, all the 7 supervisor circles will be created, right? Now we are clicking it. See, this one was already there, supervisor circle 1, 2 3 4 5 6, and this will be 3-digit number. Supervisor circles numbering will be 3-digit number. One important point, that supervisor circle 1 should have the house listing block 1. This is mandatory, we should not miss it, right? Because if we are not able to map 001 with 0001, then will be not able to create other supervisor circles. So this is the mandatory condition, right? So after that we have already created the supervisor circle. Next work is supervisor circle allotment, right? As I have already told that after creation of supervisor circle, we need to allocate this supervisor circle to a supervisor. So basically we will click here and we will allocate this supervisor circle to some supervisor. Okay, then from this we will select the supervisor. Let's say supervisor circle number 1 I am allocating to this supervisor, 2 to this, 3 to this, okay, 4th one I am allocating to this, and 5th one I am allocating to this. Let's say these are all the supervisors I have allocated, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 supervisor circles I have allocated the supervisors. After that I will allocate it. See, these are the supervisors which have been allocated the supervisory circles, right? After that revocation I will discuss later. First I will go to the menu HLB allocation. Created the supervisory circles, with each supervisor circles have 6 HLBs. After that we have using this menu supervisor circle allotment, we have allocated a supervisor to each supervisor circle. Now we need to allocate each HLB to one enumerators, right? So you can see this is the card formation here, 001 002 003 00. These are all supervisory circle, right? 703. And now we will allocate it to enumerators. Like, see here there are 2 HLBs and 2 unallocated HLBs. Here there are 6 HLBs and 6 are unallocated. Not a single HLBs has been allocated to any of the enumerator. Similarly for 3 also 6 HLBs and 6 are unallocated, 6 and 4 also similarly. So okay, so I will start allocating. First I will allocate this one, supervisor circle 1. Okay, I'll go here and allocate. Wait, I will move to the right, and from the drop down I will select first to enumerator and I will allocate it. Okay, let's say here all the as you can see, unallocated at 0 and status become allocated, means out of 2 we have allocated all the 2 HLBs. So unallocated HLB is 0, our allocated status is allocated, all the HLBs we have allocated. Our second supervisor circle, here I will click on the unallocated and then I will allocate it, right? Let's say one HLB we can give 2 HLBs, one enumerator we can give 2 HLBs also, right? So in this way we'll allocate right? And after that we'll click on the allocate. All we have allocated, right? And for now supervisor circle 3, similarly we will give it to all the available enumerators, right? And now we will click on the allocate button. After that HLV is allocated, all are allocated. Now we will go to number 3 also, supervisor circles all allocated. Now we will go to the 4th one, and now we will click on the enumerator drop down list, and from that drop down list we select the enumerators whom we want to give the enumeration. Okay, in this way we will allocate the enumerators the HLV, right? After that, this one also we have allocated. Now 5th supervisor circles, we will do, we will again allocate it, and we will allocate it. Similarly, all are allocated, and this is unallocated. Again we will allocate it here also. Again I have allocated 6 HLVs to the enumerators. Please allow the supervisor circle to supervisor first, and okay. So till all the supervisor circles which I have created, all have been allocated, right? There is no supervisor circles more, because we have created 7 and earlier it was 8. So all the 8 supervisor circles I have allocated, right? So there is no option for allocating. So it is showing that whether first we need to allocate it. So these 3 supervisor circles we cannot allocate because there is no more supervisors in our supervisory list. So in that case, what we can do, let's say we have shortage of in practical scenario, there will not be such cases, because our supervisors or more supervisors are already there and we have the reserved list also. But here in the task portal, as I have limited supervisors I have created, so I need to revoke one supervisor. Let's say, let me revoke one supervisor, right? Okay, I have revoked one supervisor, and after that I will go to the allotment and create a new supervisory circle, right? Let's say this one, I am giving this supervisor circle to this user, and then again here I am using the supervisor circle revocation function. Okay, I can also allocate. See, there are no more supervisors because all the supervisors I have already allocated. Right, now I'll go to this allotment and I will see where, yeah, here one is unallocated. So we'll go here and we will give the enumerators. Earlier it was not working because there were no supervisor circles created. Now as I have created the supervisor circles, then it is allowing me to allocate, right? Okay, these supervisor circles we cannot allocate because there are no more supervisors. So okay, it's a test portal, it's okay. We have allocated at least 1 2 3 4 5 supervisor circles we have allocated, right? Now HLV allocation we have also done for all the enumerators. So this is the complete process of supervisor circle creation, supervisor circle allotment, supervisor circle revocation, HLV and HLV revocation. I have explained all these menus. Now I will go to the supervisor ID card generation. If you can click here, you will see that appointment ID and ID card. So we need to download it, and after that, after signing by and sealing, after putting the seal and signed by the circle officer, we need to share this appointment letter and ID card to all the enumerators and supervisors. This operation will be done at the charge level by the circle officers and other charge officers. Similarly, we have enumerators appointment ID, right? Appointment letter and ID card. We can singly download it, and or we can in bulk also we can select all, and download option is there. If we click here, then all will be downloaded. We have, like in 16 vernacular language we can download the appointment ID and ID card, appointment letter and ID card, right? So after that we have that appointment letter and ID card generation for reserved supervisor. Those supervisors who will be allocated the HLB will be allocated supervisors, and those who have not been allocated any HLBs, then those supervisors will be in reserved list. Similarly for enumerators also, those who are allocated, then they will be allocated enumerators, and those who are not allocated any HLBs, then they will be under reserved list. So our next to menu is upload supervisory maps. In upload supervisory maps, first the supervisors, first the enumerators will visit each household and draw a, in the blank map they will draw the exact household type and all those details, landmarks they will mention and draw a map, right? And they will demarcate the HLB also. After drawing the map, they will scan it and upload it in this using this menu, right? In using browse, he will upload the scanned copy, and as enumerators will upload this. After that, what supervisor will do, supervisor, as one supervisor has 6 HLBs, so he will collect all the 6 HLBs and he will draw a consolidated map, and then he will upload it using this browse option. So this, in this way, enumerator and supervisor will upload the supervisory maps, right? And now we will see the village registers and charge registers, right? In village register, what we need to do, see, in village register all the fields are already filled. Only few 2 or 3 fields we need to fill, like, wait, before that we need to edit it, right? There is edit option is there, right? Then we will need to, these are some of the fields that we need to edit, that we need to fill in our village register. What is name of the village or census town in vernacular language? After that, name of Gram Panchayat. During creation of HLBs, you remember that we have given the number of panchayat as 1. If we have given 1, then we need to mention the name of the Gram Panchayat. After that, head bust or settlement number if any, and after that remarks. For village, these are the remarks down drop down list that are visible, like uninhabited, forest village, other, submerged, census town, and reserved or forest, reserve forest. So we can choose anyone, but if we are choosing the others, then this field will be enabled, like remarks details, right? So this is the village register, and after that charge register. For for charge register, we first will do the edit, and then from this we will choose the supervisory circle, right? So from this supervisory circle, let's say this one, error while fetching rural charge register. So due to some error in the server, this error is occurring. We will see this in our next video. And then average house list. In average house list, there is nothing. Means each for each HLB there will be an average house list, right? In this way, and this we will discuss in our next video. So this was all about our HLO management. Hope you like this video, and as I have already told in my last video also, that these videos will be very much beneficial for your forthcoming census. I hope you will like this video, and please do hit like and subscribe this channel for more such videos. Thank you and have a nice day.